Hello, and welcome back to the English podcast session. I'm your host, John.
And I'm Amelia. Today, we're diving into a topic that's more relevant than ever: decluttering your life and embracing minimalism in the digital age.
That's right. Whether it's our homes, our minds, or even our digital devices, clutter seems to follow us everywhere these days.
Absolutely, John. Let's start by talking about why clutter has become such a big issue in modern life.
Good point. So, Amelia, what do you think is the root cause of all this clutter?
It's definitely a combination of factors. We live in a world where consumerism is encouraged. We're constantly told that more is better, more stuff, more apps, more everything.
And it's not just physical stuff, is it? Digital clutter is a big deal, too.
Oh, for sure. Just think about how many emails, photos, and files we have stored on our devices. It's overwhelming.
Speaking of which, I recently checked my email inbox. Guess how many unread emails I had?
Oh no! I'm afraid to guess. 1,000?
Try 15,000.
Wow! That's next level clutter, John.
Guilty as charged. But it made me realize how much we need to talk about solutions. Amelia, how do you personally tackle digital clutter?
One of my go-to methods is the inbox zero approach. I set aside 15 minutes a day to delete, archive, or respond to emails. It's like a mini decluttering session.
That's a great tip. I've started using folders and tags to organize important emails. It's not perfect yet, but it helps.
Definitely, organization is key. But let's talk about physical clutter for a moment. Have you tried decluttering your home?
I have, actually. I tried the KonMari method last year. You know, the one where you ask if something sparks joy?
Oh, I love that method. How did it go for you?
It was life-changing, to be honest. I donated 3 bags of clothes and gave away old books. My space feels so much lighter now.
That's amazing. I found that minimalism is more than just decluttering. It's about changing your mindset.
Totally. It's about being intentional with what you keep and what you let go of. What's one thing you've let go of recently, Amelia?
Good question. I'd say it's my collection of unused kitchen gadgets. I realized I only use the same 3 or 4 tools regularly.
That's a great example. Now, what about digital minimalism? Any specific strategies?
Yes. One of my favorite strategies is limiting notifications. I only allow notifications from essential apps like Messages and my calendar.
That's so smart. I've done the same with social media. It's amazing how much calmer you feel without constant pings.
Speaking of social media, let's touch on how it contributes to mental clutter.
Great topic. Social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it connects us. On the other, it bombards us with information.
Exactly. That's why I recommend a digital detox every now and then. Have you tried one, John?
I have. Last month, I stayed off social media for a week. It was tough at first, but I ended up feeling so refreshed.
That's inspiring! Sometimes even a weekend detox can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. Let's take a moment to summarize some actionable steps for our listeners. First, tackle physical clutter by donating or recycling items you don't use.
Second, manage your digital life by organizing emails, limiting notifications, and backing up important files.
And third, consider a social media detox to clear your mental space. Small changes can have a big impact.
That's so true. Before we wrap up, John, should we share a story about the power of decluttering?
I think we should. Here's a quick one for our listeners.
Meet Sarah, a freelance graphic designer who felt overwhelmed by her work and home life. Her desk was buried under papers. Her laptop was filled with unused files, and her mind was always racing.
One day, Sarah decided to embrace minimalism. She started by decluttering her workspace, keeping only what she needed. Next, she tackled her digital files, organizing them into clear folders.
Within weeks, she noticed a shift. Her creativity flourished, and she felt more focused. By simplifying her surroundings, Sarah unlocked her full potential.
Such an inspiring story. It's a reminder that less truly can be more.
Absolutely. Now, before we go, here's a quick quiz question for our listeners. What is one benefit of decluttering your digital life?
Think about it for a moment. The answer? Increased productivity and reduced stress.
Well said, John. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for tuning into the English podcast session.
Don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. Until next time, keep decluttering and stay intentional.
Bye for now.